Hi everybody, I hope you're all having a great day today. Welcome to our channel, Rebecca Stu and the Crew. I'm Rebecca and my little girl Shaina, she's 11. She's going to help me with a craft today. She actually came up with this craft. It's an upcycled craft with items that we could find mainly around the house, so we didn't want to go out to pick up anything. So the supplies we used were some tissue paper. You can use any tissue paper of your choice. We're going to use a cleaned out pasta or marinara jar. You want to make sure you take off the paper and all the stickers and everything. And then we used one of these little glass bunnies from Dollar General, some flowers we had laying around the house. We actually used some pink flowers. We used a sponge brush as well as some lime sherbet apple barrel paint. And then she wanted to use the white to cover up the lid of the jar there. We also used some scissors, some twine, a ruler, and something to write with, a little bit of Mod Podge, and some Fix All adhesive, as well as a hot glue gun. And then we used some pearls, which are optional. So let's get crafty. So the first thing that we did was we took our tissue paper. You can make these for any holiday. It doesn't just have to be Easter, but that's what we were making. And we just layer our tissue paper on top of each other, fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. Then using the width of the ruler, we just draw some lines all the way down and then cut those strips of paper. Now you can leave these as long or as short as you want. Since she's 11 and she was going to be doing most of this craft on her own, we cut them into smaller pieces so it was easier to work with. So now while that tissue paper is done, we went ahead and she took the white paint to cover the lid of the jar because our lids were dark red and we didn't know if it would show through using just the green paint. So we decided to use the white paint as a primer. So she went ahead and painted the top and then all around the side edge of the jar, and then went ahead and set those aside to dry for a little while. So while those were drying, we moved on to the next step by taking the jar, and the first thing she did was take her strips of the tissue paper and the Mod Podge, doesn't matter if it's matte or glossy, found that at Dollar Tree, and a sponge brush, and start layering on your tissue paper. So this is going to give it like a stained glass effect. So you just put a little tiny bit of the Mod Podge up around the mouth of the jar up there. You want to tap. That'll help the tissue paper to conform to the jar. And then just use a little bit of Mod Podge. Use a little bit too much there, but you just have to spread that out if you get too much on there. And just keep layering the tissue paper and put a nice gentle coat of Mod Podge on top. So that's our first coat, and as you can see, she wanted to do stripes, so it's her project, so that's what she did. And this is the second coat. We did 3 coats all together. So just keep layering the tissue paper and Mod Podge and have fun creating your own stained glass look, and then allow it to dry for a few hours. You do want to cover that completely in Mod Podge when you have all your layers on. So now while that's drying, she took her lids, now that that's dry, and put on the coat of the lime green paint, and we set those up on top of a jar of glitter just so that she could paint around the sides without having to touch it. So now taking that little glass bunny from Dollar General, some hot glue, and I did put a little bit of Fix All adhesive on there, glue those to the jar, then take your twine and you're going to start putting some pearls on there. So to help the twine from fraying, put a little dot of hot glue on the end, and then you're going to slide those pearls on, tie a knot at the beginning and end of each pearl to keep those from sliding around. Now you're going to take some hot glue. I helped her with this part just because it was a little bit hard to do for her, and she wanted these wrapped around the jar, so we just tied them in a knot around the top and then just kept adding hot glue as we wrapped it down around the jar, as you see here. So once that was done, she thought it looked a little bare, so we decided to add a little simple twine bow and some pink flowers up underneath the bow with a little bit of leaves. And this is what both of them look like finished and put all together. I just love them. I am so proud of her that she came up with this whole thing on her own. I think she did a great job. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and share this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you have, thank you so much. And here are some other videos from our channel you might also enjoy. I hope you all have a great day.